Now,
tell him, Ivy.
I want to ask her again.
Tell him, Ivy.
Not the fucking dream sequence. I want to know how y'all met. Like the same thing when he went energy, this and that. What was the first initial contact? And how?
The initial contact was him standing next to me.
And it's just the aura thing.
Well, I was talking to a room of people.
Of course you were talking. Go ahead. That's redundant.
And I said to Jeffrey that he should come to my next Naked Feathered Hat show. And I went into my pocketbook and I showed him my slides. Is that how it was?
Okay.
Probably.
And then what did
what a fucking dumb thing. But we left together. You came with me that night. You got in my car.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you was to say one was closer to being romantic than the other, which one would be your romantic woman? Either one? Meaning one is girlfriend kinda and one is friend.
Well, they're both on the same level when it comes to that. I mean, it's not, that's a hard question. I don't know how to respond to that.
I guess what I'm trying to get into is
women don't fall into categories. The outside doesn't matter. I judge really by what I feel.
You feel you're...
I'm very sensitive to...
You're holding back, Patrice. What are you holding back?
Because he doesn't know what he
Ivy
wants to ask.
Told you.
So you want to ask which of these girls...
anything about the energy stuff. You're keeping it to yourself.
Are you putting your energy into either of these girls?
He's fucking both of them.
That's what
No, that's not what's happening. Let me explain to you. The same as there's something called chemistry.
No, you're fucking...
And sexual
You're fucking both of them.
Wait a minute. That's a good question. Hold on, Erica. Yes, that's the question I'm going to get to.
Question.
Is come on, Jeffrey, talk to me.
No, that's something that we don't discuss. So, and I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why, okay? Because the greatest gift that a woman can share, the greatest gift that a woman can give you is to share herself with you.
Time out. Lock the door.
Yeah.
Lock this door. Lock the door so he can't get out.
But
we're gonna beat the shit out of Jeffrey Gurian today. He's gonna get his fucking ass beat for this bullshit.
I say that. No, there's a reason.
So
why
you're talking about
that.
you don't kiss and tell. You get some pussy, you ain't gonna snitch on her.
No, I never do.
But why is that snitching though?
Because guys did that all through growing up. They try to outdo each other and try.
Jeffrey,
I don't like.
You
the
should tell me.
Look, the competitiveness.
If she wasn't here, would you tell me how it was?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. No, I don't think I would.
You wouldn't even let me smell your fingers, something, Jeff? Just something?
Wow.
No, because I do.
That's how guys get
on
down,
a whole different level. But maybe I was never part of that. I don't know. It always, even as a kid, it bothered me when guys would do that shit. I'm like...
But what if it's just for us? That's what we do. We share pussy stories, dude. That's what we do.
And women share dick stories.
No, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. But there's a certain point when it's appropriate and certain times when it isn't. It depends on the person. It depends on the person that you're with.
She's from Connecticut.
It depends on the person that you're with.
I love my girl, but man, we got some good sex shit going on, man. What the fuck would I be? What good would I be as a soldier? We're soldiers. So two soldiers in the bush, right? One motherfucker goes, "Hey man, how'd it feel to shoot that fucking arrow, right?" And he goes, I can't share those things with you. They the enemy, Jeffrey. You're the enemy. You know what you're doing? From. You're rolling rogue, man. This is a team play with this shit. You're a rogue.
I don't know. I don't know.
You're an agent of death.
You know what?
You're by yourself.
No, I look at... I wrote an article for Penthouse. It was the first pro-women's article that Penthouse ever printed. It was on the cover. And it was called Sexuality and Spirituality.
He gets a lot of pussy, I bet. Cause that's
and it was...
Time out.
And it was about...
Do you understand? Do you see what's happening? Now, Erica, who... We got gamuts. This is a gamut of women here.
Right.
This is a classic model. This is classic big black woman, but she's pretty. Erica's very pretty.
Beautiful.
She's a very pretty woman, and I mean, not to be validating, but she's a big pretty girl.
Yes,
you know,
there are pretty big girls out there.
All right, all right, enough of you. And then we got like
pretty little.
We got
Amy,
wholesome, Midwest wholesome, cute.
Pretty Amy.
Mm-hmm.
That is not who
but
I am.
But it's not who she is. But that's what she looks like.
Okay.
Amy might be she's a female comic, and all female comics are a little slutty. In case you ever want to give her a little.
Patrice, that is completely true.
They're all dirty little somethings. They do get down. But they're crazy as a motherfucker. You better fuck them with a witness around, because there's some problems. They all got problems.
That's true. I heard
But she's Midwestern pretty, classic Midwest. And here's like you said, Suicide Girls. If you don't know what Suicide Girls is, all the tatted up Bowery Street girls type of chick, right? Is that a good description of her? She may not be that, but that's her thing.
The category.
You understand? So basically, it seems like every chick right now is starting to get a little moist for Jeffrey. It's magical.
I think me and Erica are not in that category.
No. Erica, see, this is the thing. Let me tell you, because, again, I know bears.
Here we go.
And that's Erica. Women like Erica will never go, wow, that's... Women like that go, I bet that motherfucker get a lot of pussy. Yeah. But that's their way of going, wow, that's... Because what does that mean? What does that mean if you say... I bet he get a lot of pussy. That means this shit
I could see how
this shit works.
I think it works on certain types of women. I don't think it would work on me.
Right.
Nothing
what works on
everybody.
Her the point is the big fist in his jaw.
Here's the point with that.
You want my pussy wet? Yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Here's the point of that. It's not a matter of whether it works. It's just if it's working, she wouldn't know if it was working. You know what I mean? Like she's trying to judge it.
Just the term working is wrong. It means that you're trying to do something. I don't want to be seducing people. I don't like that.
But
That's
you,
like
but you know what?
Shit.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have to challenge you on that though, Jeff. You are seducing.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's seductive what you're doing. Don't act like there is no ends to a means. Don't act like you're just telling a beautiful young lady.
No, because all men want to be with women.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're not gay, you want to be with
a woman, right?
So that's the end game.
There's a purpose to this.
There's always a purpose, but there's a way of doing it so that you both feel good about it. Not so that you got to get somebody really wasted so that they can make believe they don't know what they're doing.
Well, we're not talking about getting them drunk.
Years ago, you had to seduce women.
So
women could
seduce them emotionally. Yeah.
So women could make believe that they weren't really there, that they were
that's
doing
what drinking
something.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's excuse juice is what we call it.
And then the next day you could never talk about it. You couldn't bring it up. You couldn't say, "Wow, you were great last night," because it would be embarrassing. The girl didn't want to cop to it.
That's why we all have rape fantasies.
And the guy had to walk around feeling like he made somebody do something that they didn't really want to do.
But see, but that is
so it's a lot healthier when women can cop to their sexuality and say, "You know what? I want to be here with you. I want to do this with you. You're not talking me into it.
But Jeff, hold on, wait.
You know?
Wait. Here's where my ears, right, hear differently from women's ears.
Mm-hmm.
You changed the subject, motherfucker. I just caught you changing the subject. See, that's how I know you're good. So this is why, don't do it with me. Let's work together, because what you did was talk about some other shit.
How?
I'm talking about you went from the seduction part to drinking.
Oh, because I wanted to explain what that's about, the seduction part.
But seduction is not drinks. It's not drinks. Seduction, mental seduction. You're being alluring. Don't act like this shit ain't without a purpose. You understand?
No, of course there's a purpose. Like I said, if you're not gay, you're going to want to be with an attractive woman.
So that's the whole thing. It's something that's working.
Men want to be with women.
You fucking traitorous motherfucker. You even said your fucking bumblebee ring, it's for the purpose.
Why do men do anything? Why do men do anything? Why do we work?
That's where the hatred comes in.
It's all about meeting women.
That's where the hatred comes in. The hatred comes in because of all this shit we're talking, and really, none of these girls have philosophy that they can discuss. They just, whatever her style is, she can live she could be, Jacqueline could be Erica could be Supersonic, you could be another girl out there. You can just be interchangeable. You don't even have a style. You don't need a style.
That's true.
You don't even need a style.
There's a reason for that, though.
That's why women make guys sick, because they got styles for no fucking reason at all. And they have it comfortably so that we have to kind of sit there and we have to wait for Supersonic to finish with her yapping. We have to wait for Miss from 75 different countries. We have to wait for her to go Honey Child, and we gotta wait for her to go Golly G fucking Whiz. But whatever it is, we gotta deal with it with the vague promise. It's a vague, very vague, implied, arbitrary promise of some pussy. That's how I feel about it. That's why I don't like them.
I would say this.
Very vague. Yeah, but that's the only game in town, man.
Is what?
I mean, that's it. Men being with women.
Have you ever been to his apartment?
Yes.
What is it? Oh, Jesus. Why is everything an Oscar speech? Just yes or no. Can you be honest for 5 minutes? Now, what's his apartment like? Very nice? I bet it's nice.
It is very nice.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is it nice, Jeffrey, because you're just a clean, nice guy, or is it nice because you like the woman to feel comfortable to kind of go, wow, this feels... Like, because I fucked up. I bought a nice house, but my girl...
Yeah, you fucked that up.
I fucked that up. You know, my house is Pussyville. You come to my crib, you got to give up some ass. Fish tanks everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Fucking